everyone. My name is Shashi, Masters in Chemistry from Kurukshetra University, Kurukshetra. And today I am feeling very proud as well as excited to present in front of you a small presentation made by me on my subject chemistry. So, let's start. Science. We are living in 21st century, the century of science and technology. This is all what we study, we read, we listen by the social media, print media, from peoples. This is what we all know, that this is the age of science and technology. So, what is science and what is its significance? What is its importance? Why it is so vital for us? Not even today. It's been from so many years. Let's start. The invention of electric bulb by Thomas Alva Edison. The invention of fire or anything. The invention of mobile phone, automobiles, each and every aspect of our life, each and every corner, each and every whatever comes to your mind, to my mind at this point of time is being touched by the science and technology. So, what is science? What we understand from it? As you can see, science, it's the systematically, we follow certain procedures, we follow certain steps. It's the systematically organized, and then we club together each and everything. It's the systematically organized body of knowledge. It's all about knowledge that we want to share with the society about the physical world around us, We are living in a physical world. The air, the water, the sunlight, the atmosphere, the clouds, each and everything, whatever comes to your mind is having science behind it. Either directly or indirectly, but there is science. So, science is all about systematically organized body of knowledge about the physical world around us. Now, this science, it has so many branches, n number of branches, like physics, chemistry, biology, or biology can be further divided into botany, zoology. Then different branches like zoology, so many branches, n number of branches. If I start naming them, it will take a lot of time. So what is the main point? The concept is all these branches of science are interrelated to each other, are interdependent to each other, are correlated to each other. They have significance, importance of one branch of science is very important for the other. They make each other complete. One branch of science makes the other branch of science complete, either directly or indirectly, but it has some connection with them, with each other, all the branches of science. Now, chemistry is one of the branches of science, and what we can understand from it, how we can define it. So, chemistry is that branch of science. It is that branch of science which studies, which deals with, which explores, which finds physical and chemical properties. Physical and chemical properties of physical world, or we can say matter, anything that we can see, that we can touch. Chemical composition, as the name suggests, chemistry. It means chemical composition. It deals with the chemical composition. What chemicals make up a thing. Or reactions. What reactions are going on. We are not able to see with our naked eye, but we all know, we all in our daily life observe the natural phenomena. For example, if I talk about making of curd, we all make curd in our homes. So the making of curd from milk is having science behind it. The rusting of iron is having science behind it. So all the phenomena, all the natural phenomena, all the reactions is having chemistry involved in them. And the changes of material substances. The physical substances undergoes so many changes. So what are those changes? What are the chemical changes? All these things comes under the branch of science, that is chemistry. So chemistry is branch of science which studies physical chemical properties, chemical compositions, reactions, changes of material substances. So this is chemistry. Now what I want to discuss with you is that we human body, what is the most important thing for our survival? Is it air? Is it water? Is it sunlight? What do you think? Don't you think it's the soul? It's the soul. It's the soul. So, as we human beings can't imagine, can't think of a living body without a soul, can't imagine a living body without a soul, in the same manner, we cannot imagine our life without science and chemistry. I explain you why. Okay, we get up early in the morning. What we all do? We take a shower, we brush our teeth with the help of Colgate, we use soaps, we use detergents, then we want to have breakfast. We consume so many. Nowadays it's time of fast food, or you can say any kind of food item. We take salt, spices, each and everything is having science behind it. Each and everything is having chemical constituents. We take tea, we take coffee, they are having caffeine in them. Okay, so what I mean to say is, just like a soul is as vital, as important for a human body, in the same manner science and chemistry are fundamental nowadays, fundamental and a very crucial part of, they have become a very important part of our human life. So it's very important to know more and more about them, to tell people more and more about them, to study more and more about them, about the science, about chemistry, and whatever knowledge we are having, we have to share the positive side of that knowledge, not at all the negative or bad side of the knowledge to the society. Because after all, what is the purpose? We have to make each and every human being's lives easy, more comfortable. The standard of living should become more and more easier for each and everybody. So this was my point. you can correlate science and chemistry with human soul. Okay, now I had written some examples. I had also told you earlier. So, curd from milk, vinegar from sugar cane, vinegar, sirka, which we used in so many, in while cooking so many meals. Rusting of iron, we all have seen rusting of iron. The windows, the doors, all that gets rusted after a period of time, especially after the rainy season. Then the soaps and detergents that we use, the metals. For example, I am having a bracelet, I am having a copper bracelet in my hand, I am having some ornaments on my ears. So all these are the metals. Alloys, when we combine some some metals with each other. And fertilizers that we use in our fields so that we can have better crop production. Pesticides to control the pest, to protect our crops from damage by the pests. We have so many, nature has given so many natural resources. Nature has given us so many natural resources. We have to find out, how we can make better or effective or efficient and more from that natural resources that is given to us by the nature. So we isolate from the natural resources that are available to us. We isolate certain life saving drugs by following certain procedures, by following certain chemical procedures, extraction. For there are so many n number of the procedures available. So we follow them and we make life saving drugs so that we can help to save the lives of people who need help, who need care. For example, cisplatin and Taxol. These are the two drugs for the treatment of cancer. Cancer, as we all know. So these are some of the examples where in our daily lives we are using chemistry and making the best use of it for the human survival, for the safety security of the human being, and production of superconducting ceramics, acids, alkalis, polymers. We all use polymers. The rubber that a child uses to erase, the polythene bags that we use it on a daily basis, the plastic polythene bag, it's polymer. The tawa, that we use in our kitchens for making chapatis, that is Teflon, again a polymer. There's so many polymers that we use on a daily basis. So this is a short brief about the topic, about my subject chemistry. I hope you find my presentation. I hope you find my presentation, you liked it. So thank you so much. Thank you so much for giving me this opportunity. Thank you.